Hey, it's Medium Jenny Lee. You're getting ready to watch a full Twitch stream. The only things that have been removed are the starting soon screen and the be right back screen when any breaks were taken. For your convenience, there are timestamps listed below, so if you got a reading that night, you can go back and watch your reading again. If you didn't get a reading that night, you might want to browse through the timestamps to see what kinds of things came through that night or what kinds of messages were received to see if there's any that you would like to view. And if you've never joined us over on Twitch, what are you waiting for? Come hang out and get a reading, or you can order personal readings from my website. You can also check out my Ko-fi memberships that offer different experiences monthly. I'm currently offering a mentorship program if you are interested in learning these techniques, mediumship or psychic abilities. I offer classes and events monthly through Eventbrite. Just recently released the Reflections Oracle deck based on my own artwork and messages received from Spirit over the course of the hundreds of medium readings that I have done. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share if you feel inclined. It is very much appreciated. And without further ado, here comes a Twitch stream from the past.
Whoosh, the fire, whoosh. It whooshes. I don't know if that's a word, but it should be. It's not already in the dictionary. Whoosh should be in the dictionary. Good morning, everybody. Let's see who's here. Corgiduo, welcome in. First time chatter. And you joined the queue? Hello. Corgi. Is that like two corgi dogs? Corgis are so cute. Good morning, Angel. Good morning, Luce. Good morning, Kiki. Hey, everybody. Hi, it's KC and TeaTimeTalks. Good morning. Two corgi dogs. I love it. I love doggies, and corgis are the most adorable. You've lurked before but never chatted or queued. Well, congratulations. You are brave this morning, corgi. Brave. Good morning indeed. Because all of you guys are here with me, and we're going to do readings this morning. Yay! Last night was fun. All those hilarious rap battles in the Jackbox. I reread them again before I went to bed because Luce put them in the Discord. I was crying laughing. They're so funny. We're definitely going to have to play that one again. Okay. Let's go through the news of the day. I did it last night, but there's different people here. So, next class I'm offering is chakras and intuition exercises. Here's the link for that. It's January 9th. Sunday, January 9th from 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's on a Sunday. Learning how to check your chakras and clear them and try to balance them. And doing some exercises that build your... Did I say January? July. I haven't got to drink my coffee yet this morning. It's July. July 9th. Thanks. Yes, I need more coffee. Secondhand nasal strips. The prompt was something that you bought recently, and I had to buy new nasal strips yesterday. So, it was hilarious. Okay. And then there's a small group medium reading. Good morning, Jing. How are you doing? Small group medium reading is July 2nd, not January, July 2nd. Also a Sunday, 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hi, Frosty. And if you don't know what the small group medium reading is, it is limited to 8 people. It's all medium readings. It's set in like a gallery setting where I just read for the group. We figure out who it belongs to. Kind of like if you've ever seen a hijack happen here, that's the way all the readings are. We figure out who it is and then get a message. And it's only 8 people, so you got a real good chance of getting a medium reading, maybe even 2 of them. So that's the 2 things that are coming up real soon. Oh, Jing! Thank you for the subscription. You subbed so long. I only got a reading twice. Well, maybe today will be a good day, Jing. Today will be an excellent day. And then we have the Witching Hours podcast, which the Witching Hours podcast, if you don't know what that is, it's me and Frost, Giant of the Frost. And we have different guests on. We talk about different stuffs, lots of different stuffs. And the next stuffs we're going to talk about is UFOs or UAPs or whatever the hell they want to call them now. It's going to be June 22nd. It's a lady named Cheryl Costa, and she's going to come on and talk to us because she has a lot of knowledge and information about UFO sightings. So thank you for shouting out the Witching Hours. I was just going to put it in there. So if you're not, I should have left that open. Blah. Okay, I'm going to leave it open now. So if you're not following the Witching Hours podcast, I keep messing up here. You should be. So that way you can come listen to UFO stuff. Can't listen to UFOs, but we'll listen to UFO stuff. Okay. Jing, you left and then you joined again. Okay, good. Because our timing not matched. Yes, timing's the key. No, yeah, it's not January. It's July. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for pointing out that I said the wrong J month. July. It's going to be July, not January. Yes, warm weather before the snow comes back. Okay, let's get started with these readings. Luce got in the queue first. Luce, would you like a... Oh, wait a minute. I thought Luce joined first. It's Angel. How did Angel get above? How did that happen? I thought Luce joined first. What's happened here? I'm so confuzzled. Is the audio quiet? Got everything cranked up. I can turn it up a little bit more. It's your skip the line backpack. It says Angel Corgiduo, but I could have sworn that Luce joined first. What happened there? Luce, Corgi, Angel. You did, Angel. You used the skip the line backpack. Oh, Angel has to leave for work, so you switch spots. Okay. She really did use the skip the line backpack. Okay, I'm turning up the mic a little bit. But I ain't going to turn it up too much, because then if all of a sudden I'm loud, it'll blow everybody's ears out. Okay. All right, Angel. So since you're first, would you like a medium reading or a tarot reading? I was real confused. Like I thought it was January. It was July. I love a not small and not large reading. Let's do tarot then, because that's safe. I cannot guarantee that a medium reading will not be long. Sub will auto skip queue? No. We have to do it in our heads, Jing. We have to do it in our heads. So no, it doesn't automatically skip. We just keep track of it. Just the right size reading, like Goldilocks. You're Goldilocks this morning. I was trying to be silly and say medium. Oh, you do want a medium. I thought you meant like you only have so much time. Angel. I already said it was July. It was January when it's supposed to be July. And then Luce flippity flopped in the queue. I don't know what's happening now. Now you're trying to confuse me with words? Oh, good Lord. Okay, we're going to do a medium reading for Angel. So we need some rocks. Let's get some rocks. Sunstone. Sunstone. And, ooh, Tiger Eye. Too early for bad jokes. Tiger Eye. Ew. Sunstone and Tiger Eye. Nice, warm, strong colors this morning. All right. I have to adjust the butt pillow. Okay. I think it should be good now. We'll see. The last two streams, it was hurting my back. So I got to make sure it's adjusted correctly. Okay, I'm still trying to get used to my new setup with everything's over here instead of here, and then I got stuff here, which is usually up there, and then this is there, and it's a little confusing. Yes, it's Pride Month. You're always drawn to Tiger Eye, and Sunstone sounds cool too. Sunstone's really neat. It's like orangey, like a lot of flecks of orange. It's kind of like I don't know, got like a quartzy kind of like sparklies in it. Do you want me to configure the queue with sub, then follower? If you want to, Luce, can you do that? That would be super helpful. And then people would have a better idea of when their reading is. If you can do such a thing. That sounds good. Okay. Thank you, Luce. I'm so glad you're here this morning. What would we do without you? And you fixed the stupid bits thing and the play with viewers last time. That really threw me off on Friday. Okay. Medium reading for Angel. My head is like super tingly, and I don't know where I'm getting pulled to. Or if I'm getting pulled anywhere. I'm going to try this again and see what happens. Okay, I can kind of sense that like there's somebody there. It feels like a female, but I don't know if that's what we're doing right now. We might be gallivanting off somewhere else. I asked, where am I supposed to be going? And the female said, like, shrugged her shoulders. I don't know. We're really going to start the day off like this. Okay. So what it felt like at first when I went to get someone and my head got tingling and I felt like I was going somewhere was that I'm going to be doing some sort of trance reading, which means that some entity will come into my body and speak through me, instead of me just like relaying information. But I have no idea who it is. Not a clue. So I think we're just gonna go see what happens. Hello. We are still attempting to connect. Her mind is very active at this time. It has come to our attention this frequency and we are excited to communicate with you. Many of you are curious as to who we are. We will say that we are from what seems to be a very great distance to you. We would like to share some thoughts and ideas with you. And leave it in your discretion as to what you do with it. We will say that we at first showed part of our physicality to this channel, and we sensed a spike of fear based on our appearance, because we are so very different looking compared to you. But she realized quickly that there was nothing to fear, as we are peaceful and wanting to communicate. Here are the messages we would like to share. Your planet is a living thing and should be treated as such. We believe there is a saying that is a nice saying that you humans have, and it is that you should treat others the way you want to be treated. Think of your planet as an entity. Treat it like you would like to be treated. We can connect in with this entity. We can feel its frequencies and vibrations, of which it has many. It has much love for its inhabitants, all of them, every kind, every type, of which you have many. It feels the love for all things. We hope that you keep this in mind. We also would like to share the vastness of all with you, we are able to reach far corners and places. And we would like for you to know that there is more life in this space and time than you could ever imagine. There is so much to explore and discover for yourselves. And you do not need the limitations of your physical bodies and vehicles to explore. This can be done in other ways, just as we are connecting with you right now through space and time. You can do the same. We feel we have been connected long enough. We thank you for the opportunity to come through. We shall depart now. We want to give you love and hope and a sense of adventure. Goodbye. Aliens first thing in the morning. Oh, my camera froze. Son of a biscuit eater. I gotta figure out how to fix this so it doesn't keep happening. Ah! Ah! Okay, hold on.
What in the world? This place is weird.
Oh God, this place is weird. I think I need to try putting the camera USB plug and a different USB port, because I think that USB port might be going bad, and that's why the camera keeps turning on and off. Holy moly. Oh goodness. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna look at the chat now. All right. Yeah, Corgi, we do a every other readings for a sub. It's how we do the queue around here, around these parts. You'll have some cake. That sounds good. Fix the bits for linguists too. Oh yeah, I don't know why all of a sudden that started happening. Thought you had to pay for it to order it to do that. I think Luce has figured out a way to do it manually. Okay. You're trusting everything's good. People were paying for it in the Play with Viewers and it never alerted. Yeah, that was a real pain in the ass. On Wednesdays, yeah, we do sub every other one. Good morning, LadySimone. How are you? Maybe your guides need some coffee to get going. JenelysLove, good morning. It is not Pleiadian, Luce. Those were not Pleiadians. MiseryPimp, good morning. Luce has closed the queue for now. That doesn't mean that it might not reopen depending on how many people stick around for their readings. But 10 sounds like a good number for right now. Yes. The earth is not some dead thing you claim. Correct. This is the vibe. Yes. Sorry the camera got messed up. I had no idea that it was, because I wasn't here. The energy was too strong. That was just a stupid USB thing. I don't know what it was, but I can tell you what they look like. Yes. I could feel what they looked like. Like I could feel their body is part of my body, and it scared me for a split second. And I was like, oh. And I was like, oh, it's okay. Probably given me that message before, because I do try to think about Earth as a living being and appreciate. So I think they're taking me exploring in your sleep. And one time I was shown a planet and the part I saw was all burned up, and there was a message of not letting it happen to Earth too. Wow, Angel. That's amazing. Camera Fritz only happens as they're leaving. Oh, well, that's good. I'm glad it wasn't frozen the whole time. Okay, you guys don't know what they look like? Make sure that your cam resolution is the same as your stream output. You're going to have to look at that. Hello, GabbyTopaz. Welcome. Good morning. Okay, so this is what I saw for a second until they realized that I thought it was scary for a second, and then they kind of pulled back on... You're too expensive. All right, so when they first really connected with me, which it took a while because this is the first reading of the morning, for crying out loud. I'm supposed to do trans-alien readings first thing in the morning. Okay, so their body was much bigger than mine, taller and like bigger, like oh god, like I could feel it, like it was over the top of me. Good morning, Gabrielle. Our queue is closed for right now. It may open later or not, I'm not sure. Lizzie the Menace, good morning. So it was like another body being fitted over the top of my own. And the arms of this thing were like, I like this big. And I don't know what really they're like made of. It felt kind of like really something really heavy. Like something about it felt, there was two things. It was like something about it felt almost scaly, like a reptile kind of thing. But then there was another part of it that kind of reminded me of like stone, like living stone. It was so weird. But they were huge. Like the body of this entity was like massive and real blocky, and like I don't know. Like their head was like up here compared to my head. Like their head was above my head, and their head was massive. It kind of reminded me, thank you, Frosty. It kind of reminded me of, you know what, in the Neverending Story, the rock biter? You know what I'm talking about? The guy who's made of rocks and he eats rocks. It kind of felt like that a little bit. But then there was something that kind of also reminded me of a turtle. Like, kind of like I don't know. It was so weird. And I don't really have any way to explain it or understand it, or I don't know. I'm just going to write, and you're in the book here for you, Angel, that we had a new alien species. Oh, God. Okay. And the color of them was dark, grayish, dark gray. They were very dark gray. Wow. Well, Angel, thanks for bringing in some aliens for us this morning. Okay. So, Gabby, you asked, how does this work? Right now, the queue is closed. Normally, you would come in and do ! join. On Wednesdays, we do every other readings for a sub. And then on Friday nights, we do a lottery system where everybody gets a chance to win because it's like a wheel of names kind of thing. But right now, it's closed. We have to see if we can get through these readings this morning. We're getting ready to do the next one. Okay. So next is Corgiduo. It's your turn. Would you like a medium reading or a tarot reading? Okay, let me read some more of this chat. There was a species I encountered in the Akashic record that was sort of tortoise-like, round bodies and round heads. It was similar to that, but I wouldn't say it was the same. It was not quite a turtle, but it was similar. These were like a little more squarish, like blocky. At least the tortoise dudes I saw in the records were like adjacent to reptilian in terms of lineage. Oh, yeah. I've always heard the reptilians are supposed to be bad, aren't they? I mean, I don't know. I have not encountered the reptilians. This is only my second aliens. Well, I don't know. I shouldn't say second. I think I've had 3. But I don't know what the other ones were either. Okay, Corey wants to do a tarot. Would you like a general reading or something specific, Corgi? They're supposed to be bad dudes, but they're bad eggs everywhere. That's very true. Have I talked to the Greys yet? I had very small alien entities come to me one night when I was trying to go to sleep. And they looked like they were about the height of the Greys, but I don't think they were. I don't think they were the Greys. Somebody asked me if I would try to talk to the Greys, and my spirit guide said no. They said absolutely not, if that tells you anything. I'm not allowed to talk to them, so I don't know. Hi, Light Seeker. Okay. We're going to do a general tarot reading for Corgi. What I've been doing, Corgi, and this has been, for me, so right now, the best tarot readings I've done, probably ever. I pull one from each one of my decks here. So I got the Rider-Waite, the Osho Zen, and the Akashic Tarot. Light Seeker, the queue is closed at the time for the time being. It might open back up later depending on how quickly these readings go. Okay, so we're doing a general for Corgi. Oh, there's like a card in here that shouldn't be in here. It's like the information card. What are you doing in there? Get out of there. Okay. All right. Ooh, let's change the scene here. What does Corgi need to know today? Thank you, Light Seeker. I appreciate the lurk. Something flippity flopped over in the middle there. Ooh, the Page of Swords. Somebody just got the Page of Swords not too long ago. I think I need to adjust my lights. It's like blowing out. It's blowing out my cards. See, I just rearranged everything. And as I rearranged, I feel like I need to rearrange the lighting a bit. There we go. That's better. Okay. So we got the Page of Swords from the Rider-Waite. Let's see what we get from the Osho Zen. Wow. I can't believe we just had another alien species come in. That was pretty crazy. And then Angel, you were saying that you feel like that they've taken you on some dream journeying. That's pretty interesting. Well, they wouldn't come in for just anybody. It's like, I'm going to stop shuffling for a second because I feel like this is important to say. So during one of my trans-prance circles with my trans group, we had an alien entity come in, and they told us that the frequencies have to match up. So like, whatever your vibration is what you're going to attract. And if you are open to communicating with other entities from other places, they will find you based on how they match with your energy and your vibrations and your frequencies. And they explained it as like, it's like going fishing almost, right? Like you're going to cast your net out into the water, and then whatever is matching your frequency and vibration is what you're going to pull in your net, is basically what they said. You cast a wide net because you don't know what's out there, and the things that match your vibration are the thing that's going to come to you. Wow, that card just flopped out. Ooh, it's compromise. So I needed to say that to Angel because Angel's apparently communicating with aliens. And it's good information for anybody to know if you are doing this kind of work where you're trying to talk to entities and stuff, you know. Definitely aligns with what you've experienced. That's cool. Maybe from the recent disasters, like a radio signal. It does work like a radio signal, Kiki. It does. It does. I knew that they looked like... I never knew what they looked like, though, and where they were from. But your guides allowed them to come, and you trust your guides. Yes. I don't really know where they're from either. They just said they're from a long way away. I have been seriously trying to be a professional medium for 2.5 years, but I've been studying and practicing for 3.5 years, and I have been knowing that I am for probably like 4.5 years. All right, so we have all the cards for Corgiduo. So you ended up with the Page of Swords from the Rider-Waite, Compromise from the Osho Zen, and the Architect, which is the One of Keys from the Akashic Tarot, which is an Egyptian scene. Ooh, very interesting. Okay, let's start with Page of Swords. Oh, I turned to the Page of Pentacles, but we need the Page of Swords. All right, Corgi, here we go. The messenger of communication brings a fresh perspective. Be open to hearing and sharing ideas, enthusiasm and eagerness to learn. The Page of Swords is grounded enough to know he must practice before leaping into conflict. This energy is urging you to pay attention to the subtle messages surrounding you, urging you to move forward, but with measured caution. Communication, fresh perspectives, and opportunities to engage your mind surround you. You may be feeling apprehensive, but something is begging you to follow your enthusiasm. Creating a solid plan before you begin will boost your confidence. So the thing that stuck out to me there was something's begging you to follow your enthusiasm. Something is wanting you to learn something new. There's a part of you that's wanting to learn something new, have fresh perspectives and communications. That was the thing that stuck out the most to me for that card. Hello, Knees Duts. How are you doing? Page of Swords is a Gemini card, and you're a Gemini. Oh, yay. Okay, so here's compromise. Let's look at the Page of Swords a little bit closer. That book was much too heavy for me to hold and look at the card. So there's the Page of Swords. Now we have compromise from the Osho Zen, which is the Six of Rainbows. Rainbows is about the physical. So let's go take a look-see at that one. Ready to listen, not surprised by the Architect card. How would I be able to get an oracle reading? You just have to watch long enough to gather up enough channel points. And then you just redeem the channel points, which is, you know, the little tarot card things down at the bottom, for whichever oracle card deck you want. And I always have whichever ones are out for the day listed. Okay, compromise. In the courts of ancient Japan, the male attendants were often selected from the ranks of petty criminals who were castrated. Oh, that sounds fun. Because of their intimate familiarity with the activities of the court, they were often at the center of political and social intrigues and exercised a great deal of power behind the scenes. The two figures on this card remind us of the sleazy, conspiratorial situations we can get into when we compromise our own truth. It is one thing to meet another halfway, to understand a point of view from our own and work towards a harmony for the opposing forces. It is quite another to cave in and betray our own truth. If we look deeply into it, we usually find that we're trying to gain something, whether it is power or the approval of others. If you are tempted, beware. The rewards of this kind of compromise can always leave a bitter taste in the mouth. Ooh, Corgi redeemed the Spiritual AF card. We will add that to your reading here. So I would like to point out that these guys have swords. See them? There's like, you know, they're part of like the samurai culture or whatever. They have swords, but their swords are sheathed. And the Page of Swords is like got their sword out, ready and willing to show it to everybody and being like, I'm going to be saying my truth. And the compromise guys have theirs hidden. Like, I've got my truth, but I ain't gonna let you see it because I don't trust the situation, or I'm not willing to. And I thought it was interesting that the Page of Swords is talking about learning something new, communicating in a different way, and the compromise is also about communication, but communicating in a way that's like not good for, it's not in your best interest. So these two together make me feel like there's certain people or places or situations where you're not being able to fully communicate what you truly feel and think. You're having to hide it. But there's this new way of being, or this new thoughts, or these new actions, or new people that are allowing you to be like, no, I'm not going to hide it anymore. I'm just going to be myself, and I'm going to live my truth, and I'm going to say what I need to say, and I'm not going to compromise what I think and feel, because I'm learning how to do it, and I'm learning how to be myself. But you still have one more card to look at. So let's take a look at it. And based on the name alone, it makes me think that these other two cards are leading up to this one. Okay, so it is the One of Keys, the Architect, and it's like the Pharaoh building all of the grandiose stuff. It could be about your family, that second card, by staying with them for 2 months, and it's dragging your energy a little. But my partner is visiting me next week after being apart for a few months, so that could be the new ideas energy coming in. Yes. Really had to think about that because I wasn't sure. It could be if you feel like you can't be yourself around your family, which I know there's a lot of people that feel that way. They don't feel like they can really be themselves around their family because of whatever, unfortunately. Our families should be the ones that are the most supportive and loving and accepting of us, and a lot of people don't have that. So I don't know if that's how you feel, or even if you're afraid that they won't, Okay, so let's look at this last card. The Architect. A man and a woman in rich Egyptian dress stand at a table filled with structural drawings and measuring utensils. He is the architect of all they survey, and he points to an unseen building in this expansive project. Throughout the scene, many workers toil on foundations, pylons, and palaces. At a mundane level, you could find yourself involved in a building project or renovating or redecorating your home or workplace. Most important, this card shows it's time for you to step into the position of power. In order to do that, you must recognize your talents and strengths as well as your authority to take charge. An opportunity beckons that utilizes your skills perfectly. Feel the command you have over the great scope of the situation and take charge. They trigger a unique trauma response in me. Can't make eye contact with them when I'm usually the most social butterfly. Yep. Yeah. Position of power, authority, and talents. I'm releasing an Oracle deck in a week. Oh my God, Corgi! That's so exciting. You need to share it. Are you part of our Discord community yet? You should join the Discord. And then you can share it with us. Because I was just saying this morning that I'm never going to, I'm addicted to Oracle card decks. Deck is only 50 copies for the first print, so that's quite limited. That's okay. It's okay. I'm going to be making an Oracle card deck too, but I'll probably start in the fall. Yes. That sounds so exciting. Okay. So yes. Okay. Let's go back over all these cards together because I feel like this Architect card was like the accumulation of these other two. So, having to compromise your thoughts, your ideas, yourself for others, right? Learning, practicing how to not do that and how to actually be your true self for everybody leads to this Architect card who's like the master of their own destiny. They've built the thing that's going to make them who they truly are. They've built the thing that's going to get rid of this compromise horse shit. They've practiced all the things that they needed to practice when it comes to communication and learning the skills. And now they are the master of those things. And I feel like it's so fitting to go with your Oracle card deck that you're getting ready to release. It's like you made the deck, you put in all this work. You're not going to be compromising your true self. And the outcome of it all is that you're making your own destiny. Some aliens I used to work with are considered architects as well, which I would have thought of had you not channeled some earlier. Oh my God, that's so crazy. Okay, you also redeemed the Spiritual AF card. So let's get one of those for you. On your... Oh, no, not on. Own your awesome and stay humble AF. List 5 things that you love about yourself. Now list 5 ways you're just like every other human who's ever lived. Go forth, you fabulous little snowflake, and be like everyone else with your unique bad self. I feel like that's pretty fitting for all of this. It's like you're learning how to be yourself, but in turn still realizing that we're all the same, whether we're aliens or not aliens. How fun is that? All right. All right, Corgi, I'm so glad I was able to give you a reading today. Thank you very much for letting me read for you. I'm going to write down what cards you got. So you got the Page of Swords, Compromise, and the Architect. Cool. The One of Keys, the key to your future, right there. Oh, okay, thank you for the bits. The bitty bitties, the bits. Oh, you did it wrong. You're welcome, Corgi. So nice to have you as a part of our group this morning. Oh, and look at your little emote. Oh, there we go. Thank you. 11 biddies. Thank you, thank you. All right. Very much appreciate the biddies. Okay, next. Next is Luce. Luce, would you like a medium reading or a tarot reading? I really need to switch out my candle. This one is just about gone. Has it burned down to the nothing again? Oh no, it's still hanging in there. We'll give it a little bit longer. Thank you. I hope you have a wonderful day too. Those corgi emotes are absolutely adorable. Oh, thanks for the hydrate and a stretch. Thank you, Luce. A medium reading. Coffee's not too shabby this morning. Okay. Medium for Luce. All right. KK. We need some stones. What are we going to use today? All right. This is the Dogtooth Amethyst, also known as the Chevron Amethyst. And it's awesome because it's a triangle. And I was looking at one of these green ones. I think the Green Adventuring. Hello, Tanya, dear. How are you? Good morning. Triangles. Pretty stones together, purple and green. And a triangle. We're getting ready to do a medium reading for Luce. Here we go. Will we have double aliens this morning? I don't know yet. So we might very well have double aliens this morning. Yeah. Yes, you can do channel points for oracle cards whenever you want, Gabby. Whenever you want. So okay. So, if you've never been here for this, Luce gets the Pleiadians. So, related to the full moon yesterday, maybe. It's been a while since the Pleiadians came through for Luce, though. But, you know, we've opened up the floodgates now, so who knows? All right. Okay, so we're going to be doing another trance reading with some Pleiadians this time. Okay. Let me get this microphone closer, so I'll have to go backwards. All right. So I kind of have to pee, but I'm going to wait till after this reading. And Grandma Lucy said, you need to go to the bathroom. Thank you, Grandma Lucy. I'll wait. It's okay. I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait till after this reading. I'll be fine. I'm sitting down. I'll be all right. Hello. We are having strange sensations in this body. Luce. It has been some time. Not that time is for real. Much has changed from the last we have talked. Things are shifting, beginning to rearrange. For you, individually, but also in other ways for other people and collectively as a whole. Some of these rearrangements are yet to be seen, but they are happening just below the surface. They will be revealed in time, which doesn't exist. I believe that we had mentioned before about the rearranging might be disruptive for some things, and that you all should prepare yourself for some things to be different. We still feel that is true. But do not be frightened. The rearranging is necessary, important, and will be better for all after. We do not mean catastrophic events. We mean, as your friend Peter says, restructuring. We just like to use the word rearranging instead. Arranging it to make it the best for more involved. Loose, just like you have been rearranging your own life. And even though you can't see all the outcomes yet, they will be for the better. So, overall, we would like for our message today to be that things are changing. And change can be scary, but change can also be beautiful. Like the transformation of your butterfly from one thing to another. We wish you luck, as you say, and light and love. Thank you for letting us come through. We shall leave now. This has been Azoth. Goodbye. My camera's not frozen this time. That's good. Oh, good God Almighty. Okay.
What in the world?
Ooh.
This place is weird.
Gives me a little breather to get myself back to normal here. Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna scroll back through the chat. Scrolling. You got drunk in the astral and a little bit of drunk feeling over in the waking life, and you passed out hard. Well, that sounds fun, Tanya. They're part of the Lucy Gang. Okay. Yay. There's some tea. Good. Yes, tea's good. Oh, it's Saint Kim. You changed your name. Oh. Well, welcome in, Saint Kim, aka Tanya Deer. Yay, yes, says Azoth, his goofy self. You can drink in the astral and it'll bleed over. That sounds very interesting. Baby step in it, little alien head. It has been a long time since the Azoth came through. Tea is good, says TeaTimeTalks. Thanks, Tanya. Oh my God. Okay, so we had Pleiadians. And it was Azoth. Yay. Yay. And he said wonderful things, but hopefully they weren't scary. Liz, thank you for contributing to the Poetry and Art giveaway. I'm so glad. We had 2 aliens today. What the hell? What in the hell? And Linguist missed both of them. What's a Pleiadian look like? Hey, it's KC. It's your turn. Would you like a medium reading or a tarot reading? So Pleiadians are very tall and thin. The taller ones are like a head taller than me. Or taller than that. I think so. They could be taller than that. I'm just thinking of the ones that I've encountered. Some of them are around my size, or a little. There's one female that was like a little bit shorter. They have a long, thin neck, and they have a real big head. They don't have any hair. They have like they just have nostrils. And their eyes are bigger than ours, but they're not like they're not like the gray alien eyes where they're just like a blackness. Like, it's not like that. And then they have like a little slit mouth. For me anyway. If you look on the internet, Pleiadians are like completely different, you know? Like, they're supposed to look like Norse gods or something. But when I have encountered the Pleiadians, that's what they show themselves to me. But the Pleiades is a whole system it's a whole star system. It's not just one place. So I'm wondering if there aren't different alien races from the Pleiades area, and that they consider themselves all to be Pleiadians because that's where they're from. Because what other people say Pleiadians are is not what I've experienced. I don't know. I have to go with what I've experienced. And like, I didn't believe in angels till I saw one. So there are Norse ones, yeah. I have to go with what I've experienced, and that's what they show themselves to me as. Yes, I will go potty. Thank you. It's KC. You also want a medium reading. Okay. So we're going to do a medium reading for It's KC after I go to the bathroom. Okay. Like different ethnicities. Yeah. Because they're like, maybe they're from different planets in the same system, you know? I don't know. Like, would we call ourselves, I don't know. I don't know what we would call ourselves, because we think of like our solar system. Does our actual solar system have a name? Do we have a name for it? Because we just call it solar system. It's our solar system. Yeah, I gotta experience it first. Okay, I'm gonna take a little quick break and then we're gonna do a medium reading for HeyItsKC. I shall return shortly. All right, I'm back. I'm back. All right, so holy moly. All right, so remember when Azoth, the Pleiadian, came through at the very beginning, he said, we feel some strange sensations in this body. And I was like, I was feeling it too, but it wasn't that I had to pee. It wasn't that. I could feel this weird energy along my butt. It was like happening right along, like, you know, like the left side of my rear end. And I was like, what in the hell is that? And I just realized when I went to the bathroom that my phone was in my pocket. But it wasn't like it wasn't buzzing. I think that the energy of the Pleiadians like somehow had some sort of effect on the phone. Because I didn't realize that I was sitting on it and it was in my pocket. But I could feel something weird, like a little jolt. And it was very weird. Very, very weird. And I didn't know what was happening, but now I know it's because my phone was in my pocket. Yep, butts are funny. ET phone home to the butt pocket. Oh, God. You're confused about aliens. Butts are funny. Oh, God. Okay. Let's do a medium reading for HeyItsKC. So we need some rocks. Ooh, the Larimar. We don't know what constellation we're in. We may be in some crazy constellation from the viewpoint of others. That's true, Frosty. I didn't think about that. We could be in any kind of weird conglomeration of constellations from other places. Very true. Very true. Maybe one of these nights we need to do an alien channeling and have people ask questions. Maybe we could do that. Maybe we could do that as a Witching Hours episode. Because we don't have a lot of people lined up because we've been in the process of moving. And then we can ask. Maybe we can ask the Pleiadians what constellation we're in for them. That would be crazy. A lot of people, you think you have ET DNA? Maybe. Wow, I got chills after that one. Okay, so HeyItsKC, here are your stones. This is Larimar. How beautiful is it? So beautiful. And then this is called pink garnet, but it's not pink, it's purple. So those are your stones for your reading. Let's see what happens. You find it weird that people say that? Yeah, I don't know. I did see a guy one time that I was pretty damn sure was an alien. I can't remember where we were. It was in a public place with a lot of people. At the zoo or I don't know, an amusement park or something. And I was like, that guy's an alien. Like, I could just tell. I don't know where he came from, but he wasn't human. That's the only time I was like, saw somebody in person. I was like, nope. Okay. All right, I think I'm going to hold him like this. All right, here we go. HeyItsKC. It's your turn. Medium reading. Okay, what just happened there? Let's try that again. Okay, looks like we're going to have a normal, regular medium reading, probably, most likely. So I asked for somebody for you, and a very lovely lady came forward and said that it was her, and she was ready. So we brought her through. So it's a female. She's very excited and happy and smiling. Her relationship to you, I want to say, is an aunt or aunt-like. I feel like she's trying to talk to me like a lot, and it's really fast, and I'm not picking up on all of it. So I'm going to see if I can get some information on what she's trying to say. She's talking with her hands a lot. She was talking really fast. I asked her if she could slow down a little bit, and she is. So I'm going to see if I can pick up on some words here. Sometimes being a medium's like playing Pictionary, charades, and telephone all at the same time. She's trying to tell me something about herself. She is she made something. She made stuff. She also taught people how to make stuff. This feels like some sort of textile type of thing, like quilting, crocheting, knitting, sewing, something like that, or a combination of those things. She's showing me laying out fabric and like putting pins in it, and it definitely kind of feels like a quilt because there's pins and there's sewing. She liked to teach people how to do it too, though. Like, she didn't just make it. She liked to teach people how to do it. And I would say that people definitely still have these quilts, or, you know, whatever it is that she's making. People still have them. It would be like a cherished thing because she made it. Okay, let me see if I can pick up on how she passed. There's a couple things going on. I feel like I can't breathe very well, and I feel like I can't swallow very well. I don't know. I'm kind of leaning towards COVID on this one. Or something similar to that. Like, I feel like at some point she was on a respirator. Which is not a pleasant feeling. Okay. I'm going to try for a name or initial. I'm not always accurate with them. Sometimes they're related. The names or initials are related to the person in spirit, and sometimes they might even be somebody in the living. Well, she showed me your initials, K and C. Okay. That might be helpful. It's like she's claiming you. But let's see if she can give me hers. She's still saying K and C, but she's also added a J in there. So a J, a K, and a C. All right, I'm going to write all this down, and then I'll look at the chat. Okay, so we have a female. She seems like an aunt. She made stuff. Kind of looked like a quilt. And she liked to teach people how to do it. And these things are cherished items. And then I definitely felt like there might have been a respirator involved at the end of her life. And then a J, a K, and a C. Hi, Serenity of Wind. How are you doing? Aunt Lee was a painter. Oh, Aunt Lee was a painter. Oh, a painter. Make stuff. That's making stuff. So yeah, Serenity of Wind, the queue is closed for now. Depending on how quickly we get through readings, it might open back up. But I can't promise anything. Okay. So, all right. So your aunt that you're thinking of, okay, she had tons of hobbies, and we found tons of stuff like crocheting, painting, rock cleaning. Okay. Okay. So she was definitely a maker, which would fit this person. And it's aunt, which fits. At the very beginning, she was like excited, and she was smiling, and she seemed very friendly. And she was, I would say she's pretty pleasant. She's a pretty pleasant person. Does that kind of fit her personality? She was a very pleasant person. Okay. Do you know if she liked to teach people her hobbies? Hey, Amber, how are you doing this morning? Did she like to teach people how to do the hobbies that she did? Not sure if she did. I assume she might have, as some of her sisters painted too. Okay. Last question, I think, is how did she pass? She passed from diabetes. Okay. Oh, Amber, the queue's closed right now. Depending on how quickly we get through readings, we might be able to open it back up. Okay. By any chance, do you know if at some point she had to be on a respirator? That may or may not be something you know the answer to. Thank you, Amber, for contributing to the Poetry and Art giveaway. Thanks, Amber. Or if there was some kind of like breathing issue or swallowing issue. She was really sick. Okay. Thanks, Serenity of Wind. You're so funny. All right, it's KC. I'm going to check in with her because for the most part, it feels like this is probably her. But there's some things that I got that don't quite fit. So I just want to see if she's like, yes, it's me. Or if we need to get a little more information to just be sure. Okay. Okay, she's like, yes, it's me. Thank you. Sometimes I'll go back and I'll ask and it'll be like crickets. Like, there's nothing. And then I have to be like, oh crap, this is not who we thought it was. But no, she's like, it's me. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and get a message from your aunt. Very proud of you. But this feels like something this is a tangled web of things that she's talking about here. She's very proud of something that you've done or something that you did or something. She's very proud of something. But perhaps other people in the family aren't necessarily. Somebody, whatever she's referring to, somebody or multiple people were not okay with it or were upset about it or didn't agree with it. But she's like, yes. Like she is like, yes, she is proud of you. Do you know what she's talking about? Yay, it's Aunt Lee. Hi, Miradel Tarot. How are you doing? It's some audio. No, it's not Mario trying to win. It's Aunt Lee. Linguist, we had 2 aliens this morning. We had Azoth from the Pleiadians, and we had a different alien race coming through for Angel. You finally got a break from work stuff for the morning. Nice, Miradel. You are so late. Yeah, you're just here to say hi. Linguist has to go to work. I missed Azoth too. I've decided to separate myself from some parts of the family and got a lot of pushback. There you go. That's what she's talking about. Hi, BMF. How are you? All is well. Thank you very much. Hope all is well for you as well. You as well. That was a lot of wells in one sentence. You're well. I'm well. Everything's well. Casey. Yes, that is exactly what she's talking about. So she is proud for you saying, no, I'm not going to be part of this, whatever's going on. I feel like it's like, I want to use the word horse shit. She's proud of you saying, I'm not going to be part of that horse shit anymore. So, yes, if you're feeling bad about getting pushback from certain people for saying, no, I'm not going to deal with that horse shit anymore, Aunt Lee is like, no, you need to be like proud of yourself. Proud of yourself. Yes. Yes. Like, she feels like you're making the right choice. Oh, that's all right, Tanya. Okay, discussing with things with your family. Oh, you got a bunch of her craft stuff, witness, including her paintings, and you use them in your practice. Oh, that's awesome, Casey. So she's probably proud of that, too. All right, let's see what else she wants to say. Yes, that's what she was trying to tell me at the beginning. She's like so excited that you're using her stuff. It all makes sense now because she was like so excited and she's talking with her hands and she's talking really fast and I don't know what the hell she's saying because it's like, you know, trying to read lips or something. But now she's like, yes, that's it. Like you have some of her stuff. You have stuff that she made. And she's excited that you have it and that you're using it and that it's It's become a cherished thing. Yay. Woo. Okay. She said, remember that you need to do what's best for you. You do what's best for you. Because she's going back around to the family thing. Like, there's still going to be people. They're going to be like, you know, yeah, you need to, and you should, and why don't you, and blah, 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 blah. And she's saying, you need to do what's best for you. And I feel like you could almost even say that to them. Like, whoever is trying to get you to still be a part of the circle of, you know, horse shit with the family members that you're trying to like take a break from. She's like, just tell them I need to do what's best for me. And leave it at that. You don't have to explain yourself or go any further. You just have to do what's best for you. My head is tingling like super crazy right now. So we're on to something here, Casey. Nice. Okay, so her messages. She is proud and excited that you're using her stuff. And she said, do what's best for you. Let's make sure we circle that and underline it, put a star next to it. Yay! Consider it your own type of ancestral magic when you use them. That's awesome. Well, she's totally all about it. She is all about it, Casey. She's loving it. Awesome. All right. Well, I hope that you enjoyed your reading. Thanks for getting one. Linguist, yes, have a good day at work. And tea land. Linguist has moved from the ice cream to the tea land. All right. Oh, I got so much stuff in the way I can't see my keyboard. You're welcome. KikiKannon, it's your turn. Would you like a medium reading or a tarot reading? That was lovely. I very much liked your aunt Lee. She's a lovely person. Aposdeta, hello. How are you today? Hard decisions, but you're going to do medium. Got you. We got you. I said this last week, but I'm really missing a lot of my stones. I have a whole container full of stones that I packed up because we were supposed to move on May 20th. And we didn't move on May 20th, and now we're moving on June 20th. And all my shit's packed up, and it's getting irritating. Okay. You're trying to ignore that you're tired. This is an opalite, which is a really cool stone. I think we used this last week. We ended up getting an angel. All right. And then, ooh, the Aura Rose quartz. Those are both very pearlescent stones. They both have like pearlescent type of sheens on them. The opalite and the Aura Rose. Nice. I know. There's many a day, Aposdeta, that I tried to ignore that I was tired. And actually, I was trying to, oh, the queue's closed for right now. If we get through the readings quickly, we might be able to open it back up for a couple more, but I don't know. There for a little while, I was trying to use the law of attraction to not be tired anymore. I was like, just saying it. I'm not tired. I'm not tired. I have all the energy I need. I tried it for like a couple of weeks and I don't think it really worked. Pearlescent is awesome. Irritating is a good album name for Taylor Swift. Oh, I agree with you, Serenity of Wind. It's okay, Aposdeta. It's okay. All right, we're going to do a medium reading for Kiki. Yeah, sleeping would help. It would. All right. Microphone's a little off here. Oh, did this candle burn down? I need to keep an eye on it because when it gets down to the bottom, it starts getting yucky. Okay, I think we're still okay. All right. Ooh, someone is running towards me. Okay. All right, pretty sure it's a female. I really have to check again. But they came running at me from behind. Like I could hear their footsteps. Okay. I don't know, I'm getting some mixed things here. Because at first it felt like a female, and now it kind of feels like a boy. Like not a man, but a boy. Okay. So we might be getting to some weird blurring the lines kind of stuff here. So it feels like a female who's very small, like not like like she's short and petite. But she has like a boy's haircut. And there's something about her that's a little more masculine. So it's kind of like, I don't want to say that like I'm hesitant to use any of the different categories, you know, like I don't know, like I don't like trans doesn't feel like the right thing, and that like non-binary doesn't feel like the right thing, and like I don't know what it is. But I'm feeling confident now that it's a small woman with a boy's haircut. So she looks like a little boy, but it's a woman. Okay. Right. Like she's got like the pixie haircut, you know, like the little cute, like little pixie haircut. Okay. Let's see what her relationship is to you. It feels like a complex, complicated relationship. Like, she doesn't quite feel like a biological family member, but she's more of a biological family member than the biological family members, if that makes sense. Like, she's someone who's not biologically related to you, but she is like she feels important. I'm also feeling that this is like an aunt kind of relationship also. And let's see if we can pick up on how she passed. Yikes. Okay. She showed me something with her throat, and she said the word blood, and then it feels like something went wrong with her blood. I don't know if it's like a poisoning or an infection or blah blah blah, something like that. But I don't know why she took me to her neck. We'll just have to keep that in mind. Okay. Personality wise, she seems very kind of upbeat, fun, friendly, positive. And then I'm going to try for a name or initial. Remember, they're not always accurate. Sometimes they're someone related to this person, and it could even be somebody in the living. An L, but I also saw an M. Okay, I'm going to write all this down. So it's a female, but they're boyish with like a pixie haircut, and they're small and petite. Fun, positive, upbeat, aunt-like, perhaps not biologically, but important, and something with her blood / throat, and I got an L and an M. Okay. What's going on? I don't know what's going on, Tanya. Your astral height is 9 inches. Oh, you're very tiny. It sounds like you're describing me. Otherwise, I don't think this is for me. Oh my God. Well, Kiki, sometimes this happens where a spirit starts describing somebody in the living. And I think we've actually had it happen where they were describing the sitter. So, you're very small and boyish sometimes. Okay. Do you feel positive and upbeat and fun? You have a pixie haircut. Okay. Yeah, we're doing a medium reading for Kiki. You can be. Do you have an L or an M that's associated with your name? This coffee is getting a little hot down out here at the bottom. Well, not everybody's always fun, upbeat, and positive all the time. Nobody I know. Your middle name is M. Okay. Do you have anything wrong with your throat or your neck? It's the left-hand side. You have L's in your name also. Okay. Like, she took me right here to this part of my neck. Like this muscle that runs down from your ear down, you know? So you're very small and your astral fiance is very tall. That should be a fun combination. You have a neck issue from a car wreck. Okay. All right. So the last thing that came through was something about blood. You don't have anything going on with your blood, do you? And throat issues in general. Okay. Well, no matter what, this is definitely for you. because it is you. When this happens, so we're not super confused, it is another spirit is giving me all the information about somebody in the living. And it's happened before. It doesn't happen very often, but it's happened before that they show me the person that I'm reading for some reason. Blood. I'm not sure on that. You avoid doctors. Oh, goodness, Kiki. All right. So this is you. So let's find out. You're 4'11". Yep, nice and short. Shorty McShortster. All right, let's see. One of my BFS is 4'11" too. And yes, it's pretty short. Real short. You need a little cushion on the seat of the car so you can see over the steering wheel. One of my friend's moms when I was a teenager was really short, and she always used to have to put a couch cushion pillow underneath so she could see over the steering wheel. Loved her. She's still kicking. I just haven't seen her in a long time. Okay. Let's see what the hell is going on here. Like, why are we getting information about you? All right. Okay, Kiki, do you have a grandmother that's passed? A whole 5 foot tall for Mirabelle. Yep, short people unite. I'm like 5'6", which is not tall for a woman, but I'm usually taller than a lot of other women. I would say I'm just average. You have a great grandma. Okay. All right, she's waggling a finger at me. So she seems like she might be... Okay. She's feeling a little no nonsense. Gonna tell you like it is. But only because she loves you. So she's a little strict, a little rough. I'll tell it like it is. Wagging a finger. But she does it out of love. Does that make sense for one of your great grandmas? If you know, sometimes we don't know a lot about our great grandmas. If we were lucky enough to know them in the living. Never met one and the other didn't give that vibe. Okay. My face is real tingly. All right. This feels like on the father's side. Do you know the ones on your father's side? There's something kind of, you know, the one on your dad's side. There's something kind of like, I don't like to use this word, but I'm not sure else how to explain it at this moment. There's like something kind of like ethnic about her. Like whatever her ethnicity is, she kind of has like this stereotype about it. Like she reminds me, like this might not be at all what it is, but she's kind of reminded me of like the old like Italian grandma. Like where she fits her stereotype. And it, you know, it doesn't have to be Italian. It just whatever it is. I feel like she fits what it is. Not sure. Okay. All right, let's check in with her and see, because I would like to know who she is so that you know who she is, because I really think that she's trying to give you some information about yourself, and that's why she went through this whole thing of this whole rigmarole of like showing me all the things about you. But it would be nice to know who we're talking to as well, just so you know who came through for you. Okay, Luce, thank you. Thanks for all your help today. And I'm glad that you got Azoth to come through again. Okay. All right, let's see. Something weird happening with my arm. What is going on here? I felt like my arm was moving, but I wasn't moving my arm. That's a little creepy. If you're trying to push my arm, let's not. Okay? That's no touching. All right. So she feels like double male, which I'm going to explain what I mean here. So a great grandmother is going to be the father of a grandparent. So this feels like your father's father's mother. Would that be the one that you don't know, that you didn't meet? Father's father. Squishy face. Squish. You didn't? I don't think I knew her. Okay. All right, I'm gonna write down what we got so far. Father's mother. Hi, Guidance. How are you? Oh, the queue's closed for now. If I get through the readings in a timely fashion, it could open, but I don't know yet. But it's lovely to see you. Okay. So, Kiki, what do you know? What is the ethnicity of that part of the family? Your dad's dad. Where are they from? You're doing good so far. That is good to hear. Irish. Oh, yeah. If it wasn't Italian, it was going to be Irish. Okay. She feels like that might be what it is. Or something thereabouts. Okay. So, Kiki, I think that we have this narrowed down to your father's mother. So that particular great-grandmother. So she gave us all this information about you. We have now figured out who she is. So let's see what her message is for you. I feel like she's already yelling at me. Okay. So I am not a doctor at all, clearly. But she is saying that, and don't be scared by this at all, but there's something that you need to get checked out. It might not be right now, but it definitely goes hand in hand with you try to avoid doctor's statement. Something might have occurred or be occurring or occur not that long from now where you need to go to the doctor. Like, you can't avoid it. And she's like, make sure you go to the doctor. Great grandma said, waggling her finger and yelling at you. Make sure you go, to the doctor. Now, this could be also a blanket statement because she might have had a situation in her life, and that this, I'm already saying it and it feels like it's true. It feels like she had a moment in her life, either for herself or for someone that she cared about, probably a child, where it's like they didn't have the opportunity to go to the doctor, or they didn't have the opportunity to have what we have now as far as like medical, you know, our advancements in the medical field are not what they would have been at her time. And there's something that happened that was really terrible because either it wasn't available because of the time frame, or it wasn't available because it wasn't available to them. So she's very strongly adamant that like you need to take advantage of the things that are available to you when you need them. Don't let what happened with her and her family be something that happens to you, because there's no reason for it anymore. There's no reason for somebody to get really sick or have a terrible injury or something like that anymore, because you have these things available to you when it wasn't available to her. I think that's good advice for all of us. All of us that don't like going to the doctor. I'm also in that bucket. I've been put in the I don't like going to the doctor bucket, Kiki, and I'm right there with you. So her advice was, go to the flippin' doctor when you need to. Don't let something bad happen. Don't let something bad happen just because you don't want to go to the doctor. Okay. Well, that one was a tough one because we had to go all the way around to get to that one. But I think that overall, it was a good message. Yes. I don't know if anybody here is a doctor. Anybody here a doctor? All right. Kiki, thank you for letting me give you a reading. Thank you to your very strict great-grandmother for giving us all a strong talking to. Tea Time Talks is your turn. I used to not go, but between your daughter's health, which is great now, good, and a bad issue with your brother, I go all the time, and I hope you all find good, helpful, and caring doctors. Thank you, Amber. See, Amber has found a way to turn it around. Amber has turned around her not wanting to go to the doctor to it being a normal, good, positive thing. Yes, Tea Time Talks wants a medium reading. Got you. All right. Whew. So there is hope for us all if Amber was able to turn it around. All right. We need some stones for tea time, which actually one of them is not going to be a stone. It's going to be one of these Tesla wires coils that Michael the Mystic sent to us. I haven't seen Michael the Mystic in a while. I wonder where he's been at. It's been a few weeks. But he sent these to us. Isn't it pretty? Ooh, it's all shiny. Ooh, look at that. Okay. And it looks like the other one is going to be the Black Galaxy Jasper. So you got a little black and orange going here. That's a nice combo. A little Halloween-y. Halloween-y. I like this dancing sombrero thing you have. What is this? It's so cute. Oh my goodness. All right. Medium reading for tea time. Tea time. Spooky season's your favorite. Me too. I like it. All right, let's check this candle again because it's really getting down to the bottom. I don't want it to start being yucky. I think it's time to blow it out. If I let it go too long, it starts like stinking. Ooh, this one's hot. Pull it from the top. There we go. Put that one in the place of this one. Do the old switcheroo there. Okay. Medium reading for tea time. Yeah, pretty. Speaking of spooky season, it is from the Halloween store. It has skulls and stuff on it. Perfect. It's perfect. It's a perfect segue into whatever's happening here. Okay. Oh, tea time. I feel like you have a set of grandparents and they're arguing with each other. As grandparents sometimes do. Okay. Okay. It feels like the grandfather figure has won the battle. So we are bringing him down. So this feels like a grandfather. He is very large in appearance, but that could also just mean that he had a large personality, or it might be both things. There's something very large about this person. Like broad, I keep seeing like really broad shoulders. When I came across him, it seemed like they were having a debate on who was going to come through, and it seemed like he was really good at it. Debating / arguing. It was perhaps something that he might have enjoyed. Debating / arguing. However you want to look at it. He definitely had a big personality too, regardless of whether his body was large or not. Because he just feels very authoritative. Kind of talkative. Perhaps even loud as a talker, like a loud talker. There's also something very protective about him, though. Also, like he was a good provider and he was a good protector of his family. I would even say friends, too. Like he's somebody you could rely on. Like, feels like there's some flaws there, you know? There's some flaws. We all got our flaws. He's kind of showing them to me. But he's also very reliable. Loyal and reliable. Through and through, he said. Okay. Let's see how he passed. Ooh, it was clearly a heart attack. Probably because he got worked up about stuff. Got a little extra worked out about stuff, and you know, sometimes when we let ourselves get worked up about stuff, the heart takes a little extra working. You know, takes a little damage. Okay. I'm going to try for a name or initial. Remember, they're not always accurate. Sometimes they're related to the spirit. It could even be somebody in the living. A T, T, and an M. Okay, I'm going to write these down. Write all the information. Feels like a grandfather. He's large, broad shoulders, and a large personality. He liked to argue. We're just going to say argue. And he would get heated but he was also loyal and reliable and a good protector and provider. He was with a woman when we saw him at first that felt like it could have been his wife. All right. And then heart for sure. No question there. T and M. Hi, Positive Thoughts. How are you today? Oh, you got my package. Yay, me, Amber. How exciting. How exciting. You never really got to know your grandpa. Okay. Does what you know about the grandpa sound like this person? Past, before your time. What do you know about him, and does it any of it fit what we just went through? Yay, Amber got the lesson plan burning party giveaway package. How exciting. You're welcome, Amber. Hope you enjoy all the little goodies in there. Do you know that you and Terra Mama live in the same named city, town? You have the same name in 2 different states. I was like writing all of the addresses out and I was like, wait a minute. This is the same. It's the same. Oh, you're in an ad. Okay, well, let's wait for tea time to get out of the ad. But honestly, not sure. Thanks, Tanya. Have a lovely day. Ad time. So the queue is Jing, LadySimone, JenelysLove, and MiseryPimp are the last people in the queue. Doobie doobie doo. Nabnia! How are you? You're back to lurking. Small world moments are always super cool. Yay, Nabnia. Yeah, the 2 cities being the same is awesome. Oh, you like the owls and the card? Oh yeah, the creepy doll card. LadySimone, it's almost your turn. Yes. I think I know her state. It's a big one. It's a tiny town in your state. And in our state, it's the capital. It's the capital of Virginia. Yeah. No problem, tea time. So you don't know who this is. Don't know if it fits for you. Okay. Just got home from the hospital yesterday. Was it about your back, Nabnia? Are you okay? What happened? I hope you're okay. All right, tea time. So we're not sure who this is. That doesn't necessarily mean that it's not for you, though, if you just don't know a lot about your grandfather. So what we need to do is we're going to go back. We're just going to straight up ask him if this is your grandfather. Sometimes they'll be like, yeah, like what just happened with Casey, or what was it, Casey? No, it was, it was Casey. When I asked, is this the aunt? She's like, yes, that's me, But they don't always do that, So we'll see what happens. And it's possible that it's a hijack, but I don't know. It might not be. The wound in your back was infected. So you had to have surgery to clean it out. And now you're on a 24-hour IV drip. Changed it yourself, which you're proud of. Definitely feel better than last week. Oh, Nabnia, I'm so sorry, honey. That's awful. I know everybody was really hoping and praying that you would heal quickly from that surgery. Back surgeries are no joke. Yeah, the antibiotics are in a drip. Wow. I'm sorry, honey. Do you at least not have to worry about work right now? Is it summertime for you? Figured it out and you're on the mend. Absolutely. Could have been worse. Now you're getting what you need. I hope that you don't have to worry about working right now, though. I hope that part of the year is over for you. You can go the week of like the 24th or 25th. Ah, okay. Oh, you start back to work during that week. Well, I hope you're all healed up by then. That's a few weeks. We'll be thinking the best for you. For absolutely. Sending you all the healing, love, and energy to Nabnia. Okay, tea time. Here's a question for you. I thought of another question. Is the grandfather that you're thinking of, is his wife also passed? Because remember, he was with a lady at the beginning. Before we go, ask him more information. I guess we ought to turn the join the queue thing off, huh? Because the queue done diddly closed. All right, your grandma on your dad's side has passed. Was that the grandfather that you're thinking of? That, like, he's the one that you don't know? And here's another question. Because they were, like, arguing... And she seemed like she just was like, you do it. It made me feel like perhaps she was, trying to think of the right word. I kind of want to use the word meek. Or... like not wanting to be confrontational, or it's like she didn't want to have to argue with him. Does any of that, just that little bit of information, make any sense for that particular grandmother? Doesn't sound like her. Okay. All right, well, let's go check and see what the hell's going on here. Who is this guy? Okay, so very clearly, I asked him, are you TeaTimeTalk's grandfather? And he said no. So let me ask him if he's for you at all. And then it might be that this is a hijack. Okay. No. Okay. So apparently he just decided it was his turn, which maybe he was arguing with somebody for you, and he just decided to come through anyway. Good Lord. Okay. So everybody that's watching, if you're lurking, if you're, yeah, somebody claimed this grandpa. If you're lurking, if you're in the queue, you're waiting for your turn. If you got a reading already, everybody that's here should be listening carefully to the following information. Put your listening ears on, because this person might belong to you. Okay, so we have a grandfather. He was arguing with a woman before I brought him down. He seemed very large, like he had large shoulders, broad shoulders. He also has a large personality. He liked to argue, and he could get heated at times. However, he was loyal and reliable. He was a good provider and a good protector. He died of something with the heart, probably a heart attack. And the initials, the letters T, T, and M, were the initials, the letters that I picked up for him, which could be him or could be somebody related to him, even somebody in the living. Does anybody know who this is? Can you claim this person? He sounds real fun. Somebody might not want to claim him. Ooh, Amber just gifted you an oracle card. Yay. Doesn't sound like Kiki. Not for LadySimone. Grandpa's looking for the grandchild. Yep. Tea Time Talks, would you like a sacred forest, a spiral oracle, or a Slavic folklore? Those are my choices for today. Sacred forest, spiral, or Slavic folklore. JenelysLove said not me. Okay. Dealer's choice. All right. I think I might do two since you got hijacked. We'll do a sacred forest and a Slavic oracle. All right. So nobody so far has been able to claim this guy. Nobody so far. Most of the time, something happens in this little bit of time that makes it click for somebody, and we figure out who it is. But it might not today. Okay. Oh, hello, Caitlin. Caitlin? Hello, Caitlin. Welcome. You don't think it's for you? Thank you very much for letting me know. Frosty would like for me to say it again. And Amber said, it sounds like my dad, but not the letters. And your dad's alive and at work. Frosty, here was the information. It's a grandfather. He is very large. Like he seemed large. Like he had broad shoulders. But he also had a large personality. I heard him talking loudly. Oh, he liked to argue. He would get very heated, but he was also very loyal and reliable, a protector and a good provider. He definitely had some sort of heart issues from what he passed from. And the letters T and M and are the letters that I heard, which I see some of that, a little bit of that makes me think of your grandfather, Frosty. And he was arguing with a lady before he came in. Like the lady was like, I want to come through. And then he was like, no, I'm going to. And then it turns out that it's not for Tea Time Talks anyway. Like he just jumped. He got out Angel's skip the line backpack and just jumped ahead. Ay. No T or M. Well, the initials aren't always right though. Okay. So Frosty, some of the things that reminded me of your grandfather were like quite a few of those things, but the heart, like he didn't die from a heart attack, right? Like that's not what took him out. Yeah, the backpack, the line jumper. Yes, that's what this guy just used. Tea time. The line jumper backpack. Yes. That's what Angel used earlier. Now this guy's using it. Yeah. This guy definitely died of a heart attack because he got so heated about shit. He's always upset about something and he liked to argue. And that didn't feel like your grandfather. Yeah, glad it's working out for him. Okay, let's see if he'll just say who he is for. That usually doesn't help or work at all. Yeah, no. Okay. So, since we don't know who he's for, let's get a message from him because sometimes they're still helpful. Sometimes they're funny. Like when we had the Richard, nobody claimed Richard. And his message for us was, don't be a dick. Okay. So we're just going to say this is an unclaimed fella. We're going to do some oracle cards for tea time. But we're going to get a message from this guy anyway. We went through this whole process. What does he want to say? So he is saying, and he wants us to know, whoever this was meant for, or if he just wants it to be for everybody at this point, he's saying, don't let your anger get the best of you. Because that's what he did. I feel like he spent a whole lifetime letting his anger get the best of him. And apparently he still likes to argue, because he was arguing with someone before we pulled him in. But I think this is part of his learning process and his healing of himself, that he needs to come. It's like, this is like his AA meeting, right? Like in AA, you have to like go and apologize to all the people that you ever wronged or whatever. This is part of his process of healing the things that he did wrong in his lifetime. He needs to be able to say to somebody, don't let the anger get the best of you, because it really messed him up. It messed him up. And I feel like he feels like he let a lot of people down, and he caused a lot of problems that were unnecessary because he had a real hard time controlling his anger. And like sometimes it was over like stupid shit, you know? Just because he felt like he had to win an argument. And it really messed stuff up. So I feel like that's good advice for a lot of us, you know? That's good advice. Yeah, don't be a Richard. Don't let anger get the best of you. Well, thank you, sir. I'm glad that we could help you, assist you with your healing today, even if we still don't know who you are. That was good advice, and I hope that you continue to heal. All right, so let's do a couple of oracle cards for tea time, since tea time got hijacked by somebody who just needed to say something. Just needed to get something off their chest, literally. He literally needed to get that off his chest. I like him too, Amber. He's learning. He's learning, and he needed a little help today. And I'm glad we were here for him to help him out. All right. So what does Tea Time Talks needs to hear? What does Tea Time Talks need to hear today? That was a hard one to get out with the extra S's. We're going to do a Sacred Forest to start. Holy moly. Half the deck just fell out. Okay. All right. This one. All right, and I want to do a Slavic oracle for you also. So we'll say that the Sacred Forest is from Amber. That's the one she gifted you. And then this one is from me for getting a hijack. What does Tea Time Talks need to know today? Doobie doobie doo. Okay. So you got the Crystal Cave, which is trust, and you also got ancestors. So let's take a look at this one first. Crystal Cave, trust. Look at that. Ooh, pretty crystals. We like some crystals around here. This is number 9. Trust. You stand before the cave, but you can't see in. Although you don't know what to expect, certitude is rising within you. You know what you are meant to go. You know that you are meant to go forward. You know that you are safe. You take a deep breath in and then take the first step. Caves have long been considered secret passageways to sacred powers and forces. Certain shamanic initiations occur in caves because they are thought to be places where your intuition could be activated. The appearance of this card is a message to believe in your intuition. There you go, tea time. Believe in your intuition. No matter where it takes you. No matter where it takes you. Have faith in yourself and know that you are divinely guided, even when you have doubts. Trust your feelings about others and about situations. You're exactly where you need to be. Trust is the foundation of the ability to manifest. Everything was created because someone believed that it was possible. That's a beautiful sentence. Everything was created because someone believed that it was possible. And patience is absolutely crucial in the application of this principle. Change can happen in a heartbeat, but some things require time. Be patient and know that it will happen. Whatever receives your care, and attention will flourish. Believe. You've planted your seeds, now give them time to grow. In cultures throughout the world, the cave represents the womb, a source of life. They are where early humans sought shelter and protection. In the depth of the cave, know that you are safe and protected. The spirit of the crystal cave says, you can let go and allow your clear, focused intuition to flow freely. Follow the nudges from your soul. Listen to others, but trust your instincts. Hey, Bling! My queue's closed, my dear. But hello, how are you today? Yeah, crystals. That's a lovely card about trusting your own self. Trusting your own self. We all need to do that a little bit more. That's a great message. Great message. Okay. All right, let's read the Ancestors card. You are not alone. Oh, and I turned right to the page. So this is from the Slavic Folklore Oracle deck. This is an extremely positive card. Your ancestors are trying to get through to you. Now is a really good time to ask for advice. You are not alone. They're always watching over you. Picture shows a generational hug. Remember all the ancestors and the lives they led. Give thanks and be proud of those who came before you. So both of these cards are about like kind of listening. It's about listening, tea time. I'm sorry we got hijacked. It's about listening. The trust one was about listening to yourself, and the ancestors is about listening to like the advice from your ancestors, from the spirits on the other side that are there to help you. So I feel like these are both very nice together. Very nice. Very nice. Tea time, I hope that those cards were helpful for you in some way. Hopefully they was helpful. Sorry you got hijacked. But our cranky grandpa gave a good message that I think was helpful for everybody. Okay, so you had the Crystal Cave, which was Trust, and the Ancestors card. Nice. Good. I'm glad they were helpful. Frosty, thank you for contributing to the poetry and art giveaway. Let's see who's next. Except I can't see my keyboard. Jing! It's your turn, Jing. Would you like a medium reading or a tarot reading? I need to refresh my stream manager. It's like really behind. Real behind. All right. All good. Yay, Jing, it's your turn. Would you like a medium reading or a tarot reading? And thank you for resubbing today. Very much appreciated. You're going to get a medium reading. Cool. Okay. I do need to go to the bathroom again real quick. So as soon as I come back, we'll do your medium reading. I will BRB. Okay, I'm back. Back. All right, Jing is excited to finally get a medium reading. Finally! It's finally your turn. Weirdos only. All right, let's get some stones for Jing. Trying to dry my hands. I dried them, but you know, I don't really dry. Frosty just shouted out the witching hours. We're going to have Cheryl Costa on June 22nd talking about UFOs and UFO sightings. So you should come and join us on the 22nd. So Jing, I have one stone so far for you. This is the Aura Rose Quartz. We just used this one for Kiki's reading, I believe. And the Hagstone. Oh, this is a weird combo. The Hagstone is like all rough and dull and like kind of dingy looking and brown, but it's cool because it's got a hole in it. And then the Aura Rose Quartz is like all fancy and frou-frou and shiny and pearlescent. This is very strange combination. All right, let me get some water. All right, I believe we're ready, Jing. Here we go. I don't like the way I'm holding these. Let's see if we flippity flop here. Oh yeah, that feels better. Okay. Feeling a weird pulsing of energy on the top of my head right now. I don't know what that means. So I have a lovely, polite person who said hello to me. I've brought them through. Now we're going to see what information we can get here. Something that feels a little bit shy about this person, like they're kind of a quiet person. And because of that, I'm having a hard time picking up on if it's a male or a female. I just heard the word male, which I was kind of leaning towards that. So we have a male, kind of quiet, a little bit shy, but polite. Did say hello to me when I pulled them through. He's presenting himself as being younger, but that doesn't necessarily mean that he was. Okay. What I'm picking up on is, it feels like someone who's a generation above you. So that would be like father, uncle, you know, family friend, something like that. But he does kind of feel like he passed younger. And I'm kind of leaning towards uncle. Like this kind of feels like an uncle that passed like before his time and he's younger. I just heard a name, but remember they're not always accurate. So if it doesn't fit at all, it's okay. But I did hear the name Jeff. Okay, I'm going to see if I can pick up on how he passed. He said it was an accident. Definitely involved some kind of vehicle. But for some reason, I want to say that there's like a motorcycle or a bicycle involved. I see something with 2 wheels. Okay. All right. Let me write down what we got. All right. Male. Younger. Maybe an uncle. Polite. Quiet. Kind of shy. Some kind of accident with something that had 2 wheels. And I heard the name Jeff. But, you know, don't get hung up on that. No idea. Okay, so let's start at the beginning. Do you have a male that you know of that passed when they were younger? Okay. That's all right. Let's start with the first part. Do you have a male that passed when they were younger? Like definitely before their time. But should be older than you. Like they would be older than you if they were still alive. You have a friend. Okay. That might be. Passed away when he was young. All right. Okay. Did he pass from some sort of accident? He was younger than you. Okay, that's fine. He got in an accident after a few days. He passed away. Okay. Well, you weren't very close. That's okay. Sometimes people come through that weren't, really close to us in the living, but there's still somebody that, we knew. Okay, so there was an accident. He's younger. Now, do you remember, was he kind of quiet and shy? He also has like a sweetness about him. Like he seems sweet. Not really. By any chance, does the name Jeff relate to this person at all? Is there anybody named Jeff that is associated with the person you're thinking about? Or something that sounds like Jeff? He was a spectator. I can see that. No Jeffs. Okay. So there's a lot of things that are fitting, and there's some things that weren't fitting. But I could have just misinterpreted them. So the definitely being younger fits your friend, and the accident fits your friend. the fact that you use the word spectator kind of makes me feel like that does fit what I was feeling about him, his personality. Uncle is not correct, and there's no Jeff. So let's see if we can get some more information. Because it kind of feels like it, but we want to be sure. Okay, so he is showing me a group of kids running around outside doing stuff they probably shouldn't be doing. I see bicycles. It feels hot, like it's summertime. It's quite a few kids, like a pretty big group of kids. And they're loud and rambunctious and like looking for trouble. Does that fit how you knew this person? It's like he's showing me a memory. Yes. Okay. I think this is him. So this is a person you knew as a kid when he was young. Yes. Okay. All right. I think this is him. So let's see what he wants to tell you. Yeah, my head's all tingly. So that's good. That's a good sign. I feel like he's greeting you with like some kind of a handshake like kids would do. You know, like the wrap it up, you know, kind of weird handshake thing. So he's talking a little bit about his passing. Regardless of what people might have thought because of how he passed, he wasn't in any pain, he says, which feels like it could be hard to believe because I feel like what happened was, you know, not good. But he said that he wasn't in any pain. He said, I was learning to let go. So it's like he had this time where it took him a while to pass, but he was okay in that time. Like he wasn't really suffering because he was already starting to like leave it behind is the way it feels. And I'm not, you know, I don't know why, I'm not sure why he feels like it's important for you to know that. I don't know if, you know, because you said that like you weren't really close with him. I don't know if his death affected you like that when you were a kid, or if there was somebody that you knew who was closer to him that it affected really badly or in a traumatic kind of way. But it feels like it's important that he get that information out, that like somebody needs to know that he wasn't really in any pain, he wasn't suffering, and that he was ready to go. He was ready to go. Which in any traumatic, like unexpected passing is it's good to hear it, you know. Okay, let's see if there's something specific that he wants to tell you. He's saying that you need to remember to have fun. Like, think back on when you were a kid and when fun seemed so easy. As we get older, fun seems a little harder to do, doesn't it? But he's saying you need to learn, you need to remember how to have fun. But he also made a joke about having fun without getting in trouble. Like, you can do fun things without it being something that might get you in trouble. But you need to remember to do it. Like, you need to remember to have fun. Like the kind of fun that you would feel when you were a kid. Okay, I'm going to write that down and I'll look at the chat. Okay, so his passing was not suffering. He wasn't suffering. And he was ready to go. And then he said to you to remember to have fun without the trouble. I love it. Okay. Whole group of people riding bicycles, riding around. Yeah, that's what I saw. That time he didn't feel anything, that he can't even ride anything. He just passed away because he passed away all of a sudden. Why he will end up connecting to me, though. We always have fun when you were young. Yes. So you gotta remember to have fun now. Why would he connect with you? Because all the people that we knew, that have been in a part of our lives on the other side, are still a part of our lives. So even though you might have been hoping for a specific person to come through for this reading, everybody that you know is on the other side, and they really do. They keep up with us. They keep track. They stay in contact. They check in. And he must have been checking in and realizing that maybe you needed to lighten up a little bit and have some fun. And he wanted to come through and tell you and let you know. And I do feel like there was something important that you or someone you know needed to know, that he wasn't suffering and that it was his time to go. Like, he needed to say that for somebody. All right, Jing, I'm so glad that you finally got a medium rating. And I hope that it was helpful, even though you were kind of like, why is this person coming? All right, let's see who's next. LadySimone. LadySimone, it's your turn. Probably his family. Yes, it could be. Yay. A general reading. All right. How are you doing today, LadySimone? Gonna do a general tarot. You're welcome, Jing. I'm glad I could finally read for you. Okay, we're gonna do our normal one from each deck general reading. Here it is. All right. Oh, he was their only kid. Oh my goodness. Yes. At that point. That had to be so hard on their family. Wow. Okay. First card is the Three of Cups. I love the Three of Cups. Three of Cups is one of my favorite cards in the Rider-Waite. All right. Let's get one from the Osho Zen. MiseryPimp, we're almost there, man. Almost. Oh, conditioning. That one came out last week. Did that one come out for you? I know it came out for somebody last week. The conditioning card. If it was for you, Might need to listen again. I don't remember if it was or not, though. All right, let's get one from the Akashic Tarot. Oh, for crying out loud, I didn't even start shuffling. Okay. 14, Initiation and the Count Saint Germain. Oh, craziness. That's a crazy one. I haven't got that one yet. Okay. Whoop. Let's see what the cards have for you today, LadySimone. 3 of Cups. Here it is. One of my faves. Rejoice and celebrate with the people you care about and allow your connections to lift your spirits. This kind of goes hand in hand with Jing's message from his friend. Have fun. Celebrate. Even if there's nothing to celebrate. Have fun with your friends. Why not? Who cares if it's a Wednesday? Have a good time with people you love. The 3 of Cups urges you to have more fun, be playful, and focus on spending time with friends and family. Connecting with others is a great stress reliever and rejuvenates your spirit. Indulge in activities that feel expansive and joyous and surrounded by people who uplift and inspire you. Yes, all of that. Refilling your cup, right? These ladies are holding up their cups. They're refilling them in the spiritual and emotional sense of not getting bogged down with everyday garbage. Refilling their cup. The 3 of Cups. The next card is the Conditioning, which is a major arcana for the Osho Zen. It's number 15. This card comes out over and over and over and over. Apparently a lot of people need to hear its message. This card recalls an old Zen story about a lion who was brought up by sheep who thought he was a sheep until an old lion captured him and took him to a pond where he showed him his own reflection. You're not a sheep, LadySimone. Guess what? You're a frickin' lion. Many of us are like this lion. The image we have of ourselves comes not from our own direct experience, but from the opinion of others. A personality imposed from the outside replaces the individuality that could have grown from within. We become just another sheep in the herd, unable to move freely and unconscious of our own true identity. It's time to take a look at your own reflection in the pond. Make a move to break out of whatever you've been conditioned by others to believe about yourself. Dance, run, jog, do gibberish, whatever is needed to wake up the sleeping lion within. These cards go hand in hand, don't they? Don't be a sheep in the herd. Break out. Realize you're a frickin' lion. And celebrate that shit. I'm not a sheep. I'm a lion. All right, we got one more card for you. I'm excited to see what this one's all about. I always like when a new card comes out. I don't know yet. All right, it is number 14, Initiate. So it's another major arcana. You got 14 and 15. Look at that. 14 is Initiation and the Count Saint Germain. So there he is, appearing to people on some stairs. And they are looking up at him. Let's see what this card says. Standing among the pillars within a beautiful temple, the Ascended Master, Count Saint Germain, sends his light and energy to the 4 robed people who stand before him. It's time for their initiation. This card represents your initiation. It is much more than a change or even a transformation. It's nothing less than your movement into higher revelations of power, insight, and achievement, and the time is now. Some loss of your lower vibration relationships, jobs, or activities may be required in order to lift you to the new heights and power that awaits you. Your initiation can be added. can be aided by meditation and study, as well as by connecting to the ascended masters with whom you have worked for centuries upon centuries. Know that you have shared purposes and activities with the masters, even if you aren't certain of what they are yet. The disciplines you create now during your initiation and the work you do with the masters will lift your service to the world and to all humankind. This is a time of enormous uplifting, first in your energy and evolution, and then in your manifest outer reality. The power that you hold within will impact every part of your life. Yes, this card is a hot mess. Let's put it in a way that makes sense for the rest of the cards. Okay? I just wanted to get through the rest of the words, but I knew that you were confused because it's confusing. Okay, so let's just break it down. Don't be anxious, LadySimone. Don't worry about all the Ascended Master stuff that came out in this card. Don't worry about that. If that's something you're supposed to learn about, it'll come up another time. Right now, I think that this card is saying the thing that stuck out to me the most, what this now is a time for uplifting your spirit. That's what these cards are. This one is uplifting your spirit, refilling your cup with people and things that you love. This one was what you need to get rid of. Don't be a sheep in the herd. Don't let other people's expectations of what you're supposed to be doing hold you back from what you really want to do. And part of that is refilling your cup with shit you like to do and people you like to be around. And this card is really what it's talking about, is initiating into spirituality. Which, if you're in the tarot channel watching tarot videos and this weird lady who talks to aliens and dead people, you're already on that path. You've already found it. You're already here, right? There's some part of you that's seeking the spiritual. Being an initiate into that is just realizing that there's more to the world than what we realize, that there's more to our existence than we can possibly understand, and finding your path along all of the knowledge, all of the experiences, all of the stuff that's out there. You got to find your own path. You have to find your own way. You got to look in the places that make sense for you. So if you feel like you've been being called to be part of some spiritualness, but you don't know what the hell. Yes, you don't know what the hell. Just don't worry about all of it. Don't worry about this Ascended Master horse shit. Who gives a shit? I don't know. Saint Germain. I've heard about Saint Germain. I've read about Saint Germain. I've never seen Saint Germain. I don't even know if he really exists. Don't worry about that part of this card. But I think that there's a part to it that is like talking about your spiritualness. That you are looking for something else. You are trying to find your own truth. And if you're feeling confused about it, that's perfectly fine. Because really the whole point to spirituality is figuring out shit for yourself. You have to listen to yourself. You can you can read 100,000 books. You can watch 1,000 tarot streams. You can take 10,000 classes, but you have to be able to feel it and know it within yourself. And that's when the real magic happens. That's when the magic happens, Simone, when you feel it yourself. So, something's going on where you're trying to figure out your own stuff, right? That's what this card was. But these, I feel like, were the most important ones for you right now. Celebrate, fill your cup, do stuff you like, be around people that uplift you. Don't be around people or things that make you feel like this lion who doesn't know that it's a lion. That's where the most important part of this reading was. See these stones up here? That's an excellent motto for everybody. Trust happiness. Trust your happiness. That's what that Three of Cups is. Okay. That was a lot of ranting and raving. Those are the best readings, though, when you get all worked up, you know? You're like, damn Saint Germain. Nobody knows it. No, I'm going to stop. Okay. All right, we're just going to call this one initiation. Okay. Trust happiness. All right, LadySimone, I hope that reading was helpful for you. Sorry I went off on a tangent, but it was all things that needed to be said. It was things that need to be said. Right? Yes. Okay. Ooh, so many things to put back. All right. Yay. That was a fun one. That was a fun reading. All right, let's see who's next. Clickety clackety click. Nope, didn't type it right. Where's the T? There it is. JenelysLove. Oh, you were ready. You were ready. Brownie points to you. You want to love tarot. Let's do this. I got you. After this, it's MiseryPimp, and then we are done for the day. Which is good because I'm getting hungry. All right, here we go. Love reading for Jenely. For JenelysLove. We're doing a love reading for JenelysLove. MiseryPimp would like to gift you an oracle card to add to your reading. Thank you, MiseryPimp. Jenely, would you like a sacred forest, a spiral oracle, or a Slavic folklore? Those are our choices of oracle cards today. Sacred forest, spiral, or Slavic folklore. All right, we got, ooh, the Chariot. Nice, very nice. All right, so there's our Rider-Waite card. And now we need to Osha's in. Any of them. Okay, I'm feeling the Sacred Forest today. The Sacred Forest. Okay, here's Innocence. That's a nice one, too. Ooh, there's a bug. What kind of bug are you? Oh, it looks like a little gnat. Where did you come from? All right, now we need an Akashic Tarot. Do, 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 do. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Oh, my nose itches. Bloop. Oh, oh, oh. These cards are hard to shuffle. These Sacred Forest ones. Okay, so we got the Six of Scrolls, which is the Sands of Time. Another card I haven't gotten in this deck yet, but it came out in reverse. Okay, so those are our tarots. Now let's get a Sacred Forest to add to this reading. Sacred Forest. Let's turn this skip the line thing off because we're pretty much done now. Okay. Love, wov, twoo-wov. JenelysLove. Oh, we already got this card. It's the Crystal Cave, which was Trust. We just got that one. Let's get another one. We'll recap that one, but you need one for yourself. Isn't that weird how that happens? Always something. Like, we just got that card. Ooh, Transcending. The Pegasus. Oh, that's the one on the box. Pretty sure that's the cover of the box. That one right there. Oh no, it's the one on the back. There it is. Look at that. It's the one on the back of the cards. That's why. Because that's the cover. It's just the back. Cool. Okay. All right. We are going to start with the Rider-Waite. The Chariot. Chariot's about forward movement. That is number 7. Moving right along. The number 7 in numerology is about personal growth. Love horses. Oh yeah, you kind of got a kind of a multiple horse thing going on here, because I know the Chariot has sphinxes, but a chariot is usually drawn by horses, right? Okay. Guided by our intuition, the Chariot is the structure that protects us while we're taking inspired action. In a love reading, you are moving fast in a relationship, but you both have the same vision. But do you both have the same vision for the future? Create a solid foundation and establish any plans before taking this relationship to the next level. So this is making it sound like you are in a relationship, but I would say either way, whether you are or you're looking for one, make sure the person you're with has a similar vision, so you can create a solid foundation to make all these plans to move forward with your life. Okay. Next is Innocence. This is from the Osho Zen. He is also a major arcana. He's number 19. This is a fun card. I like this one. Look at him. He's all happy. He's got a little praying mantis. We had a little green praying mantis on our front door the other day. Yesterday. It was just yesterday. The old man in this card radiates a childlike delight in the world. There is a sense of grace surrounding him, as if he is at home with himself and with what life has brought. He seems to be having a playful communication with the praying mantis on his finger, as if the two of them are the greatest friends. The pink flowers cascading around him represent a time of letting go, relaxation, and sweetness. They are a response to his presence, a reflection of his own qualities. The innocence that comes from a deep experience of life is childlike, but not childish. The innocence of children is beautiful, but ignorant. It will be replaced by mistrust and doubt as the child grows and learns that the world can be a dangerous and threatening place. But the innocence of a life lived fully has a quality of wisdom and acceptance of the ever-changing wonder of life. So in a love reading for this makes me feel like there might have been some crappy relationships in the past where you have the mistrust and you have the doubt and you maybe got a little fear sprinkled in there. But whenever a new relationship comes around, you can't put all of that old garbage on the new relationship. You have to look at it with fresh eyes, with new eyes. You know, take the things you learned from the old relationship, but don't think that the new relationship is just going to be a replay of the old one, is what that feels like to me in a love reading. Okay. From the Akashic Tarot, we have this one, which is the Six of Scrolls, the Sands of Time. So it's a dude standing looking at an hourglass. The time's going out. And he's got some plans. He's holding some papers. He's got some plans. But this came out in reverse. And I have never gotten this card before, so let's find out what it's all about. Scrolls. Six of Scrolls. Oh, I'm right again. Okay, good. I mean, not good. Not good. You had crappy back relationships in the past. But, you know, move along from it. Let it go. All right, the Six of Scrolls. Let me make sure I'm on the right page. Yes. Six of Scrolls in reverse. You have more time than you think, so there's no need to hurry. The sun is rising in the east on a new day, and the hourglass is full. The task at hand may require more research and follow through, so take all the time you need. You may even have the opportunity to investigate further or connect with other people who can help. So take a deep breath. You've got plenty of time to explore. There's no need to rush. There's no need to feel like you have to hit some milestone of something. You know, if you're feeling like left out or something when it comes to other people around you, don't compare yourself to other people. You got to do the timing that's right for you, you know? Like you're having to watch like your friends get married and have kids and shit, and like you're like, nah, why hasn't this happened for me yet? Don't compare. No comparing. You have to do it at your own time. You got plenty of time. And I think it's interesting that you got the Chariot, which is about moving forward quickly, and you have this card, which is about having a lot of time. Isn't that interesting? That's a weird juxtaposition there. So maybe things are moving forward faster than you think they are, but you feel like there's not a lot of time. You feel like you're running out of time somehow, but really shit's moving way faster than you thought it was. All right. And then we got these two Sacred Forests. So one of them, well, it was gifted by MiseryPimp for you. The first one that came out was the same card that we got earlier, the Crystal Cave. And it was all about trusting your own intuition. We don't need to read it all over again. It was about trusting yourself, trusting your intuition, which I feel like goes well with this card, because this is like listening to your past experiences, but not using the filter of some bad things that happened dictate what's happening now or what might happen in the future. And this card is about trusting your intuition. So it's like listening to your past experiences, but not letting them be like the same, because they're not going to be the same. It's not the same thing. But we're going to read this one for you. So this is Pegasus, which is transcending, and it's number 23. No, 28. It has a curly Q in it, and it made me think it was a 3. And it was not a 3. I don't know if I've gotten this card before, and if I have, it's been a long time ago. Pegasus, transcending. Grab hold of the mane. Pegasus is leaping into the sky with you on his back. You can feel the wind rush by as this winged horse climbs higher and higher, his muscles rippling beneath you. Very similar to the Chariot, if I don't say so myself. You are keenly aware of his majesty's strength and power as you are brought closer and closer to the heavens. History is replete with myths and legends of a winged horse, the protector of the soul. The Pegasus represents the immortality of your soul and the journey to the heavens. The appearance of this card is a sign. Get ready for a dramatic activation of your spiritual journey. A powerful transformation is at hand. Great things are possible in your life. Prepare yourself to fly high above adversity. This card reminds me of the one that LadySimone just got about the Ascended Master initiation thing. It's like, you're going to have this crazy spiritual awakening. It was like the same thing, you know. But we're looking at this through the lens of a love reading. So let's keep reading here. The Pegasuses rise above the earthly realms, offer a higher celestial perspective. Take time to meditate. Good Lord. Meditate. Take time to meditate, and profound insights about your life will be revealed. You were asked to see the situation at hand from a higher perspective. Step away from the drama. Oh, here it comes. Are you ready, Jenly? Here it comes. Step away from the drama and emotional manipulation of others. Thanks for the hydrate, MiseryPimp. I need it. The drama, the emotional drain. Some stories describe that where his hooves strike the earth, new springs emerge. Life begins anew. In Greek mythology, Pegasus activates and befriends the 9 muses who inspire creativity, liberal arts, music, science, poetry, and visual arts. Hence, Pegasus is symbolic of creativity. The message here is to focus on the incredible creativity, vitality, and spiritual awakening within you. You are on a pilgrimage of the soul. It's time to transcend the weight of earthly burdens. Fly over situations that have been pulling you down. Don't involve yourself in the drama of others. When you remember that you have come from spirit and are eternal, challenging situations will resolve in a profound transformation is at hand. So I think in some ways, even though this card was talking about something completely different, it actually summed up this whole reading. Now let's see if I can put it all together. This card was telling you to trust your intuition. This card is telling you how to do that. Thanks, Jenly. This card was telling you how. You have to look at it from a different perspective. Not from the perspective of the same shit you went through before, right? That was this card. Not through the lens of what you've happened to go through before, but from a higher perspective where you're listening to yourself and your intuition because you're wiser and you learned from your past mistakes. Yes? Yes. And then the Pegasus was rushing up to the heavens to get wherever it was going, just like the Chariot. The Chariot is saying, I'm ready to move forward. Forward. Not backwards. Forward. And then this card was reminding you that you have all the time you need to make what you want with your life. That you don't need to be comparing yourself to what everybody else has gone through, because your path is completely different than everybody else's. So I think transcend above all the horse shit, the drama from the past, the things that other people might be expecting from you, or the things that you're expecting from yourself. And just realize that you got the time, stuff's moving forward, you learn from your past mistakes, and you're going to trust your intuition better now that you can move forward from the past. That was a lot of cards. Thank you, Amber. Okay, let's write down what you got. I need to write them down before I put these away because I'll be damned if I can remember all of them. Okay, so you got the Chariot. Chariot. Innocence. This one was the 6 of Scrolls in reverse, which was the Sands of Time. And then you got the Crystal Cave, which was Trust, and the Pegasus, which was Transcending. Nice. Real nice. You're welcome, Jenly. Glad I could do a reading for you today. And now we are on to the last reading of the day, MiseryPimp. Let's do it. There it is. MiseryPimp, it's finally your turn. Would you like a medium reading or a tarot reading? I'm getting hungry. What am I going to eat for lunch today? We just had Mexican food on Monday, but I already want, like, chips and salsa. I think I could eat Mexican food every day. If my spirit team will connect, medium. If not, tarot. So you want to see if you can connect with your spirit team. Ooh, a challenge. We'll give it a shot, MiseryPimp. We're going to up the ante with some of this Tesla wire. This one is a crystal clear quartz, and it is wrapped in Tesla wire. And then I want this other Tesla wire. And then there was something else I saw I wanted. Ooh, the carnelian. You're having a PB&J? I could go for a PB&J too right now, Amber. Totally could. So we got a lot of red, orange stuff going on here. Yes. Now you want Mexican food too. Let's do it. Let's all go out for tacos after this. We're always talking about tacos in this stream. Forever. You just bought that kind of stone yesterday? Are you serious? The carnelian? I love carnelians. They're gorgeous. They kind of remind me of amber. You know, they kind of got like that translucent kind of look to them a little bit, where the light shines through the layers. Okay. Tacos. Dreaming of tacos. All right. How do I want to hold these, though? I think like this. Okay, so we're going to attempt a medium reading with MiseryPimp's Spirit Team. We're attempting. This is an experiment. Hungry. They're picky. I got one of those too, MiseryPimp. My higher self is a grouchy old lady. Okay. Oh my God. Okay, first of all, I do sense multiple entities. One of them is definitely an angel. And then I don't know what the hell just happened, but somebody fell down into my, let's just call it my spirit waiting room. Like they came tumbling down through the layers and they just like fell and like crashed into my spirit area. What is that? I've had that happen before actually, where somebody fell down into the space. That's a long time ago. Okay. All right, let me feel into this some more. So I'm sensing 5 or 6 different entities. There's an angel kind of floating up above everybody else because, you know, that's what they do. I'm sensing a female. She feels like kind of like the wise matriarchal, like medicine woman kind of person, and I'm just throwing out terms there. I'm not getting specifics. I can't specifically say she's a medicine woman. I'm just saying it's like similar to. She feels like the matriarchal kind of wise woman, and she's wrapped in something. It almost reminds me of like a sari, you know, like from India. It's like a kind of a cloth like that. She's like wrapped up in it, and she's older. And her face is like, you're going to listen to me. Because she's wise. All right. Your angel is fabulous. It's a male angel. He has flowing, gorgeous locks. They seem kind of blondish. I also see the color gold with him. I almost feel like he has on like gold anklets or something, which is unusual. Because he's floating above everybody else, I can see his feet. Some gold anklets. Let's see if we can figure out who fell through the ceiling, though. Who fell into the space? Who is this? They're a large entity, like physically large. It's a male. There's something very warrior-like about them. Like, I feel like they have on some kind of armor of some sort. It feels like it's made of leather, though. He's giving me kind of like a Viking vibe, but I don't know if it's Viking, you know, could be any kind of whatever. But definitely like warrior-esque. And it's interesting because he feels like he would be the protector, but I don't think that's what his job is. He does something different. He's not really letting me know what it is, though. Okay. There's an animal. Reminds me of a ferret. But it's reddish in color. Sort of like a fox, but it's, I don't know. It's hard to tell. I've never seen an orange colored ferret before. I hate to say this because it's going to sound crazy, but we're in crazy woo-woo Team Weird world anyway. I feel like he's wearing clothes. Like he has on like a little cape or something. This animal. What in the hell? Oh, God. Okay. I don't know if any of this is making any sense to you, MiseryPimp. I'm just going to keep going a little bit further because I feel like, you know. So that was 4 entities so far. An angel, a wise woman, an animal, and like a warrior. But I felt it 5 or 6. So let's see what else I can pick up on. Then we'll have a chit chat. And if there's anything you want to ask them, we can ask. There's a very snooty looking man with his arms crossed, and he's staring at me. I don't think he likes the fact that I called him snooty. He feels like the timekeeper and the not really like a planner, but like someone who keeps record of things. It's like the time record keeper guy. Okay, I don't know how you feel about any of this. I don't know if you've connected with any of these before. Prepare for your heart chakra to vibrate if they do. I do feel almost like a pain right here, MiseryPimp, like right where my heart is. Like a pressure. It's a team. You're from an ancient druid bloodline. And yeah, the timekeeper guy isn't going to talk to me. He looks a little grumpy. But the warrior guy, he makes me feel like he's from that ancient time. He feels like he's from a long time ago. Well, that was weird. Let's write down who we came across first. Okay, so you had a wise woman, and she was kind of like wearing a sari. And then there was an animal of some sort, maybe a ferret, with clothes. An angel, a blonde angel with gold anklets. A warrior with leather garb, who fell through the ceiling. That's fun. And then snooty timekeeper guy. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Was there anything that you wanted to particularly do now that we have connected with some sort of spirit entities for you? If you wanted to ask them anything, or if you just wanted to like see what would come through. Now that they're here, what do you want to do with them? Will I meet my person soon? Should I get back to Austin, Texas? Why didn't it work out with Courtney? That's a lot of questions. Okay, let's start with the first one. Will you meet your person soon? Okay. Wise woman said, be patient. Ferret thing is making noises at me. I think soon is a relative word. And in the spirit world, there's no such thing as time. So soon is a hard question to answer. Intuitively, I feel like it's not going to happen as fast as you want it to, but it's not going to take as long. It's not going to be so long. You know what I mean? Like I didn't feel like soon, what you would consider soon is soon, but I think it's going to be faster. It's going to be quicker, but longer than you think. Okay. Should I get back to Austin, Texas? Okay. Like move back there? All right. Let's see what they have to say about that. Somebody is saying that the thing that you're searching for isn't going to be in a specific place, but within. But it like doesn't matter where you live. The thing that you're really searching for is within you, not without. But when I went to connect with them, because I've been to Austin, I clearly saw Austin. Like, I saw it clearly. So I would say that if you feel like Austin's where you would like to be, I don't think you should put the word need in there. If you would like to be in Austin, then go. You know? Like, if it's going to make you happy to be there, then that's where you should be. But the thing that you really are searching for isn't going to be in Austin. Okay, why didn't it work out with Courtney? Last question. Here we go. Somebody is very adamant that she wasn't meant for you because she's not right for you. And I really want to say that it was snooty timekeeper guy that's saying this. He like chimed up immediately. She wasn't right for you. Let's see if they'll give us any other information about that. Oh yeah, he's something. He's like, there was a lesson to be learned, and that was it. Now it's just time to move it along. Move along. He's like throwing his arm up in the air, like, it's just time to let it go. So it sounds like there was something in that relationship that needed to be learned, but ultimately she wasn't the person that you're meant to be with, and she wasn't meant for you in the long term, you know? Yeah. So, there's your answers. Moving on, won't ask again. Okay. I'm just going to write that you asked some specific questions here. And you got some very specific answers, especially from that guy. Wow. That was fun. Hey, Honor, how are you? We're just wrapping up the stream today, but it's lovely to see you. All right, let's do our thank yous. Here we are at the end of the stream. Angel and Corgiduo, Luce, HeyItsKC, Kiki. We had the Unclaimed fella. TeaTimeTalks, Jing96, LadySimone, JenelysLove, MiseryPimp, all wonderful people that got readings today. It stands for spiritual as fuck. Gabby. Oh, Kiki, thank you for the biddies. Gabby, do you got some points saved up? Would you like to get one before we leave for the day? The spiritual as fuck card. Would you like one? Did you gather up enough channel points today for one? Yeah, let's do it. All right, redeem them channel points. I'm already going to get you a card. There you go. Yeah, Gabby. All right, here we go. Here is the last card of the day. Oh, you redeemed one for her. We'll do two. We'll do two of them. Oh, and Aposdeta wants one too. Okay, so these two are for Gabby. One's from Gabby for herself, and one from MiseryPimp for Gabby. Nama Slay. The slay in me recognizes the slay in you. At some point, you got to get up and act like the people you admire. You probably know someone who is slaying at life right now. Spend today doing the shit they do. Better yet, take them to coffee and ask them how exactly they managed to slay so hard. Then recognize you are capable of the same kind of slay. Hell yeah, Gabby. I love that one. And here's your second one. This one's from Misery. Gossip dies when it hits wise ears. Ooh. Here's how to get wise. Refuse to hear stories that aren't yours to hear. Refrain from telling stories that aren't yours to tell. And if someone comes to you and says, oh my God, did you hear about? Stop them right there and ask them if it's gossip, rumor, dirt, or other such junk. This tends to kill everyone's shit-talking boner. You can slay, Gabby. You can slay. You got the slay in you. And don't let the gossip get you down. No more gossiping. I like those two cards. Those are fun. All right, let's do one for Aposdeta. Your gut knows what's up. Trust that bitch. There you go, Aposdeta. Your gut knows what's up. Your gut wants to talk, and it always has your back. All you got to do is listen up, not be a punk about whatever it's got to say. Even if you're fuzzy on the right thing to do, your gut usually, like 99% usually, knows what the wrong thing to do is. Oh, let's repeat that. Even if you're fuzzy on the right thing to do, your gut usually knows what the wrong thing to do is. Very true. Maybe the right thing to do is anything but what you're tempted to do out of spite, fear, or impatience. Yeah, probably that. Ooh, I like that one too. Your gut knows what's up. Trust that bitch. This is a very fun deck. Keisha's gifted this deck to us. So we can thank Keisha for that fun deck. I very much appreciate it. I like it. I like it. Gabby the Slayin' Topaz. There you go. Slay the gossipers. Correct. Yes. Beautiful. Wonderful. So fun. All right. We need to go raid somebody. Is there anybody in particular that you all would like to raid. Friday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is my next stream night. It's a little different than this one. It's all lottery, so the queue isn't in the order that it is like we did today. It's just it's all lottery. Oh, Gabby, thank you for the follow. I'm glad you'll be back. So it's like a wheel of names on Friday. Everybody can get in the queue, and then we spin the wheel, and it's just random who gets it. But subs do get entered twice. All right. Keisha is wonderful people. You're very welcome, MiseryPimp. That was a fun one. Super fun. Thank you, Amber. Thank you for being here. Okay. So we have Benetron, Nox Lucent, Barney the Mystic, and the Gaming Doc are all people that I follow that we could raid. But if there's somebody that you guys would like to follow that you see that is on, please let me know. I see Margot the Witch is on. I saw Margot the Witch a long time ago, and I've never watched any of their streams since then. So I don't know, what do you guys think? We could I'll take suggestions. Margot. Okay, let's go raid Margot. That sounds fun. Make a new friend today. All right. We're going to go raid Margot the Witch. All right, everybody. I hope you have a good rest of your week, and I'll be back Friday night. Bye, guys. Intended for mature audiences. Children, no watchy watchy. Bye.